You seal the box, scan a code, and hand over your return. A few days later, the refund appears. The story feels finished. But for the package, that is often where the real story begins. It may travel hundreds of miles, pass through multiple companies, lose most of its value, get bundled onto a liquidation pallet, or be destroyed because checking it costs more than the thing inside. And sometimes the retailer refunds you and tells you to keep it, because bringing it back would be the most expensive option of all. This is the hidden economy of returns, reverse logistics. To see how it works, follow one ordinary package after it leaves your hands. Here's the first surprise. A return does not simply reverse the original delivery route. Forward shipping is highly optimized. Factories send identical products by the case to warehouses, and warehouses send predictable orders toward customers. Returns move in the opposite direction, one mismatched item at a time. Different sizes, different conditions, missing parts, open boxes, wrong labels, unknown problems. That chaos makes every return package a question rather than inventory. At the drop-off point, your box may be consolidated with dozens or hundreds of other returns. Consolidation saves transportation cost. Instead of paying to move every item separately, the carrier packs returns together and sends them toward a regional processing center. The refund can happen before the item is inspected, because the retailer is making a risk calculation based on tracking, account history, item value, and fraud controls. The money moving back to you does not mean the product has moved back to a shelf. When the package reaches a return center, workers or automated systems identify it and assign a disposition. And that word matters. The facility isn't just asking, is this the correct item? It is asking, what is the highest value next move we can make before handling costs erase what remains? An unopened, current product in perfect packaging has the easiest path. Verify it, relabel it, and return it to sellable inventory. But even that path has costs: transportation, labor, scanning, inspection, repackaging, storage, and the chance the item is now out of season or selling for less. And here's why a $100 refund does not create a $100 product for the retailer. The item begins losing value the moment the original sale unwinds. Now open the box. If the product works but the packaging is damaged, it may be sold as open box or used. Electronics might be tested, wiped, repaired, and refurbished. Clothing can be inspected for wear, odor, stains, or missing tags. Furniture may need a costly damage check. Small household products may not justify more than a few seconds of labor. Each category has its own decision tree, but the basic equation is the same. Expected recovery value minus the cost of getting there. Imagine a $20 appliance accessory. Shipping and processing can consume much of its value. Add inspection, repackaging, storage, and another delivery attempt, and the retailer may lose less money by refunding the customer without requesting the item back. That is the logic behind what retailers call a refund without return. It can feel like generosity. Usually, it is arithmetic. But there's a catch. Now comes the path most shoppers never see. Items that can't efficiently return to primary inventory may be grouped by category or condition and sold in bulk. Liquidators buy pallets or truckloads at a steep discount. Resellers then sort the pile, test what they can, and sell individual products through discount stores, auctions, flea markets, or online marketplaces. One customer's disappointing return becomes another company's inventory. And here's why this is a real business. Uncertainty has a price. A pallet might contain valuable working products, damaged goods, missing components, or items no one wants. The buyer gets a discount for accepting that risk and doing the sorting work the original retailer chose not to do. The box can now split into several futures. Best case, restocked as new. Next best, open box, refurbished, or repaired. Another path, liquidation. Some goods are donated. Some materials are recycled. Some products are sent back to the manufacturer under an agreement. And some are destroyed or discarded. That last path sounds crazy until you see the math. A low-value item can require transportation, identification, safety screening, cleaning, data removal, parts verification, repackaging, and storage. Products can also have hygiene risks, safety rules, counterfeit concerns, expired dates, or damaged batteries. If the safe recovery value is lower than the processing cost, disposal becomes the financially rational decision even when it is environmentally ugly. And the environmental bill does not disappear. Returns create extra miles, extra packaging, extra handling, and products that may never find a second buyer. A system designed to make buying frictionless can make waste nearly invisible. That is part of why retailers are changing return policies. Some charge return shipping. Some shorten return windows. Some restrict frequent returners. Some encourage store drop-offs because consolidating items is cheaper. Others use software to predict which items deserve inspection, which can be routed locally, and which should never be shipped back. Think about it. The policy at checkout is really a bet on product value, transportation cost, customer behavior, and fraud risk. Fraud makes the system even more expensive. A box may contain the wrong item, a used product, missing components, counterfeit merchandise, or nothing valuable at all. Retailers have to catch abuse without punishing normal customers, and every additional check adds labor and delay. That cost does not stay inside a warehouse. Businesses account for expected returns when they price products, negotiate with suppliers, design packaging, choose carriers, and decide how generous a policy can be. Free returns are not free. The cost is distributed across the retailer, manufacturers, logistics providers, honest shoppers, and sometimes the environment. But returns are not automatically bad. A clear return policy gives customers confidence to buy products they can't touch, try on, or test in person. That confidence helped online commerce grow. The challenge is that convenience on the front end creates complexity on the back end. A better system preserves value sooner. Better product descriptions reduce mistaken orders. Accurate sizing reduces clothing returns. Durable, reusable packaging prevents damage. Local routing avoids unnecessary miles. Repair and refurbishment recover more value than disposal. And clearer condition grading helps second buyers trust what they're getting. For shoppers, the lesson is not to feel guilty every time something goes back. Defective products, misleading listings, and genuine mistakes are exactly why return policies exist. But ordering 5 versions with the intention of keeping one isn't free. Neither is returning a low-value item with missing packaging and assuming it slides neatly back onto a shelf. So what actually happens to your return package? It enters an auction between possible futures. The weird part is every route has a price. Every scan asks the same question: can this item recover enough value to justify the next step? Sometimes the answer is a shelf. Sometimes it is a repair bench, a discount listing, a liquidation pallet, a donation center, a recycling stream, or a landfill. The refund closes the transaction for you. For the package, it opens a race between recovery value and cost. And that is why your return does not go where you think. It does not travel backward through a simple system. It enters an entirely different economy.